Can't see a damn thing if it ain't guap.
What's up, guys? It's me, Zan, here today on Between Innings to talk about the Minnesota Vikings. So, reposition the camera. I was just recording two videos, a Thanksgiving game video, Thanksgiving games video, talking about those games, and then over underrated wide receiver edition video, but I decided to make another team video. So I'm going to go over the Minnesota Vikings, their schedule, their stats so far, my prediction for the end of the season for them, and all that good stuff. So to start, I'm just going to go over my prediction for the team. So they are 5-5 right now, second in the NFC North. They, in their division, are second. So Green Bay Packers, they are 8-3. They're in first. Minnesota Vikings 5-5, like I said. Chicago, the Bears, are 3-7 in third. And then finally, the worst team in the league, the Detroit Lions, are 0-9-1. That one is they had a tie against the Steelers a week ago. So, yeah, my prediction for the Minnesota Vikings is based on their schedule. The remaining of their schedule is the 49ers, the Detroit Lions, the Pittsburgh Pirates, the Chicago Bears, the Los Angeles Rams, the Green Bay Packers, and the Chicago Bears. So, hold on, I'm going to say win, lose, win. So I think if they lose two more, that means 7-9. I think they're going to go 10-7, and they get second in the division behind the Packers. So the way I'm going to say this, I think they beat the 49ers, they beat the Lions, they beat Pittsburgh, they beat the Bears, but then they lose two straight games to the Rams, the Packers, and they end the season off with a win against the Chicago Bears. So their season so far, they played the Cincinnati Bengals to start the season, and they lost 27-24 in overtime. Kirk Cousins had 351 yards. Dalvin Cook had 61 rushing yards, and Adam Thielen had 92 receiving yards. Then in week 2, they lost again, this time to the Arizona Cardinals, 34-33. Kirk Cousins went for 244 yards. Dalvin Cook went for 131 rushing yards. And KJ Osborne, went for 91 reception yards. But then they finally get a win to go 1-2. They beat the Seattle Seahawks 30-17. Kirk Cousins going for 323 rushing yards. Cook was out of this game, so Alexander Mattison, the backup, was the starter and went for 112 rushing yards. And Justin Jefferson had 118 receiving yards. Then in week 4, they lost to the Cleveland Browns 14-7 to go down to 1-3 on the season. Cousins went for 203 yards. Dalvin Cook was back in this game, went for only 34 rushing yards, and Justin Jefferson had 84 yards. But then they got back-to-back wins in week 5 and 6. First to Detroit, winning 19-17, and then beating Carolina 34-28 in overtime. After all that was done, they were 3-3. So then they had a bye week, and yes, I purposefully skipped the stat lines of those last two games just to shorten this video out a little bit. Then they got two straight losses to the Dallas Cowboys and the Baltimore Ravens, losing to the Cowboys 20-16 and Baltimore 34-31. After all that, they were 3-5. Cousins had 184 passing yards against Dallas and 187 against Baltimore. Dalvin Cook had 78 rushing yards against Dallas and 110 against the Ravens. And Adam Thielen had 78 receiving yards against Dallas, and Justin Jefferson had 69 against Baltimore. And then in weeks 10 and 11, they have got back-to-back wins, the latest being against the Packers today, the day that I'm recording this. So in the Los Angeles game, they won 27-20 to advance to 4-5 on the season. Cousins went for 294 passing yards, Dalvin Cook going for 94 on the ground, and Justin Jefferson for 143 receiving. And like I said, the game today, they beat the Packers 34-31 off a game-winning field goal with 2 seconds left. Kirk Cousins went for 341 yards. Cook had 86, and Jefferson had 169. So they are 5-5 so far. Like I said, I'd say they're going to be 10-7 at the end of the season. Second in the division because Packers are already doing really good. They're 8-3. I definitely think 10-7 will not be the better record over the Packers. The Packers will probably be 13-4 or 12-5. But they're a good team. I like them. You have a really good receiving core. Adam Thielen, Osborne, Justin Jefferson. Amazing running back, Dalvin Cook. Kirk Cousins is average. But, I hope you like this video. You should expect some team videos like this later. I'm trying to make almost all 32 teams. But, yeah, the Vikings are a cool team. I do think they could. I think they're going to be a wildcard team. But I don't think they're going to make it past the divisional round. That's as far as I would say they're going to go. But I think they should be good in the years to come. That's it for today. I'm recording one more video after this. You should be seeing it on like Tuesday or Wednesday. But thanks. Peace.
I can't see a damn thing if it ain't guap.